crime and action going on. This is Abigail this time. Usually I play something off of them. I went with Abigail this time. What is going on, TGIF? So, just recently saw it, the movie It, and it was good. No, it was really good. Plenty of jump scenes in the movie. There was definitely a lot of creepiness to go around. The 80s theme was definitely very good. This was a good movie. Okay. I don't know what else to say about it. Actually, I got plenty of things to say about it. But I'm looking forward to, what can I say, future Stephen King movies. Let me put it out. I'm freaking a little bit spaced out today. I don't know why. But usually I'm a hell of a lot more focused when I start these things, and I'm kind of going over my notes a little bit. This stuff I just kind of jotted down, so I'm just going to throw it at you and see if it sticks. But anyway, the kids were all right. The kids in the movie were good. They were really good, and I thought that the kid from Stranger Things definitely stole the show. The foul-mouthed little bastard. But anyway, what else? I'm hoping that this is kind of the return of the horror genre, or at least they're gonna sink some good money into future Stephen King project. I think the biggest problem with Stephen King's renditions in the past is that not enough. It wasn't taken seriously enough. Either it was a TV movie or it was this. I mean, besides like The Shining and Christine was actually a little bit low budget, but I still thought that movie was freaking awesome. There hasn't been a whole ton of Stephen King movies that have been made with really, really great quality. And one of the things I was concerned about, of course, with this movie was that Pennywise the Clown, it's not an easy adaptation. It's not easy to bring a creepy, like, killer clown to life. So... And this was fucking perfect. It was really, really great. Pennywise was perfect in this movie. He was so creepy. It was unbelievably awesome. I couldn't get over it. But so that was great. I don't know. I like the fact that they got the little tiny details right. The 80s vibe they had going on, and they even had Lethal Weapon 2 and Batman up on the movie theater in there. So it's nice when they can get those little details right. So, anyway, all in all, I enjoyed myself quite a bit. And I'm hoping that this is like the return of the horror genre. Not the fact that there hasn't been horror movies that have come out recently that are great. And there has. Conjuring 1 and 2, and there's one Annabelle, which I'm going to zip into that review. That whole series that they have going on, I think, has been great. But what I'm saying is this one made some money, So, if you get something... If you get something to make some cash, then people will start thinking, okay, what else can we do? Because people are obviously interested in the horror genre still, because the people went out and saw this, or either that or people are just huge Stephen King fans. But if you're a Stephen King fan, then you are probably in turn a fan of the horror genre. So hopefully more movies will come out. Original movies would be nice too, but there's also a ton of horror books out there that can be adapted. More Clive Barker stuff could be adapted, that's for sure, besides Hellraiser, but they never made anything out of The Great Secret Show, and I always liked that book. Just a couple of thoughts anyway. Just a couple of random thoughts going on there anyway. But I did like the kids. I think the kids were done great. Not exactly a shit ton of character building here or there, so... but they did a decent job with the main folks. So... and like I said, Pennywise was absolutely... There was a couple of goofy moments with Pennywise, but for the most part, man, super creepy, unbelievably great the way they did it. But anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Go see the movie; it's awesome. Moving on, and this is a two for Friday freaking ordeal here, where I'm gonna just give you a quick hit of it, and then I wanted to talk about Annabelle a little bit because I watched that movie the other night for the first time, and I figured I'd throw my thoughts in on that one. Now, I'd heard going into Annabelle that it wasn't that great. Everybody's like, "Oh, The Conjuring 1 and 2 is so much better." And while I agree that those movies are good, I'm not saying that Annabelle is better than either one of them. In fact, maybe not so much, but Still a really good freaking movie. It had lots of creepiness going on and lots of creepiness and definitely a different formula for when we're so used to the whole paranormal activity theme thing going on where everything usually starts off pretty like dull and just like slow in the beginning. You know what I mean? Like, and then it gradually builds up into you get the slight creepiness and then in your face creepiness and then shit just goes crazy. Well, they let the chains off the dogs early in this flick. So that was a little bit of a head turner for me, you know. Um, it went back to the whole formula, I think, after that, where things started off a little creepy and got worse as it went on. But after the first initial fireworks, but really seriously, they actually started off pretty brutal, and I wasn't expecting. It wasn't something I was expecting. I was expecting, okay, what's the build up to the general formula you get for a creepy ass movie like this is something with some kind of haunting or something going on. Is that something starts off and it moves across the room or something like it's just small things that build into a precipice and then just explodes on you later on in the movie. But this one was kind of like here's this fucked up shit that happens in the beginning and then it settles into it after that. But so it was kind of a cool little way of doing it. And as far as like, I love the fact that Annabelle is an inanimate object, and it's not, if it was walking around like Chucky, it would have been cheesy. You know what I mean? So the coolest thing they did with this doll sometimes, though, was just where it was sitting, either on a shelf or in a corner or on this or anything like that. They just did this lighting perfectly dim where all you could see was like sometimes her fucking red ass eyes and everything like that. And my God, like in The Conjuring, I saw her in the case and I was like, all right, it's relatively creepy looking and it's kind of a disturbing looking doll. But some of the lighting they did in the actual movie of this was like, holy fucking shit. I would never keep a doll like that. Are you kidding me? Like, even if it was my daughter's favorite doll, I would be like, I'm sorry, I don't know what happened. Somebody must have came in and stole her or something like that. Burn it now! And it's kind of cool that they made it a Prego chick, and then you had to worry about the baby and all that other stuff like that. So there was definitely a lot of things going on in the background, creeping here, creeping there, jumps, plenty of jumps going on in the movie. So as far as I'm concerned, Annabelle was a damn fine horror flick, I have to say. So that's all I gotta say about that, motherfuckers. Short video this time, just because I already did one this week, so I'm all burnt out and everything like that. I'm sorry it started off so slow, but whatever. Do something good for yourself. Do something good for somebody else. All right. Love you all. Peace. And it's not stopping. All right.